What is going on, everyone? Badger here, and this topic actually comes from Quiet Villain, one of our subs. Very much appreciated, and is in the comments of that Suicide Squad leak that happened, where we found out that the last time we get to hear the GOAT Kevin Conroy do Batman is him being executed by Harley Quinn. And in that, our boy Quiet Villain said, "Yeah, I mean, this leak is something, but I'm more impressed by the Insomniac leaks and Wolverine." And he asked for a reaction. Well, here it is, because while researching it, I had sort of heard about it, but was a little ignoring it because, you know, there's a myriad of things to react to right now. But when actually looking up that Insomniac leak, holy hell, definitely the worst leak in history. As I think they go on to say this in the article we're about to read. But yeah, Insomniac, I guess a hacker group. This is not like the Last of Us leak or what I suspect that Suicide Squad leak is, where actual employees were like, "Oh, this is bullshit," and they leaked it because they weren't happy with like story direction. This is just straight up a hacker group hacked them and are now ransoming, or I think at this point the time might have allotted. Either way, this is not good. And they didn't just steal what this game that we're talking about, they leaked everything, every game for like the next 10 years that Insomniac was working on, all the budgets, all the release windows, employee information, private employee, basically the entire company just got doxxed. Really, 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 really not cool. But it's out there. People are going to talk about it. Here it is. So this is from Forbes. So Forbes is talking about it. You know it's something. And obviously spoilers abound here for the Wolverine game, but I mean, at this point, it's probably safe to say they're just going to redo everything, or highly change things. So I wouldn't really worry too much about spoilers for this particular Wolverine game. But here we go. After one of the worst hacks in history, problems only continue to mount for Insomniac. Now, a fully playable, extremely early version of the upcoming Wolverine game has leaked online and is available for obviously illegal public download. Yeah, if you want to sail the high seas and try this, by all means. But it's my understanding that while only like 2 or 3% has been uploaded of like all the information, they got like 98% of all the data that Insomniac had. That's what they're threatening to release. So whether this is actually a demo or it's just like the whole game, as a result, there are countless spoilers from the game that are surfacing, even more than before the video clips and things like cast listings. Given that the game is allegedly not arriving until 2026, that's just an enormous amount of time for leaks to circulate. There's been some talk Insomniac may even be forced to change some story. I think they almost certainly will have to change story elements, because at this point, it's damn near the whole game, and it probably the leaks will only get further. He's not going to go into spoilers, which is fine because it's just really bad. The only thing I will say, I don't know, he's going to talk about it here, but I have heard as far as gameplay, much like Spider-Man, the much maligned spots where you have to stop and play as Mary Jane. They're going to have the equivalent where you're going to be playing as, I believe they said, Jean Grey. It would be entire segments where you're of the Wolverine game where you stop playing as Wolverine, you play as Jean Grey. Which, could be work, could be fine. I personally found the Mary Jane and Miles Morales segments to just be completely like stopped all story immersion and halted to do like this little mini game I didn't want to do, overpowered stealth. So yeah, here it is, a whole a whole demo, and like again, unlike Last of Us or Suicide Squad, this is just some fuckery happened and it all got released online. Yeah, obviously I probably wouldn't try to download this because it's, yeah, but there it is, it's out there, almost the entire build. And people, again, it's early, so how much can you judge it? But they're saying it seems sort of mediocre, but it's like it's not supposed to be out for another 3 years, really. um yeah. Quiet Villain, what do you think of this, buddy? Are you excited about Wolverine? I mean, I think it's probably safe to say that you could tack on another 6 months to a year, because they're going to have to rewrite probably significant amounts of this, and depending on how much comes out, all of their game. This might have regressed. Forget a decade, longer than that. They might have to start on from the very beginning. Um, yeah, wow, this is bad. Apparently, these hackers broke in. It took them 30 minutes to break through their security. So, time to up the game, Insomniac. Time to up your game. All right, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. And by the way, if you just like Quiet Villain here, if you have any suggestions for topics for videos that you want me to cover with my own little brand of insanity or pointing out the bullshit that we're all going through right now, by all means, leave them in the comment section. And thank you again for interacting with each other in the likes and subscribes. It's great. So we'll see you on the next one.